Serena Winters, Valley Sports. Coach, you guys started out this game immediately attacking the paint, which resulted in some easy opportunities to start. But where did you see the reason for why you guys kind of got away from that?
There was no reason. We knew that's what we needed to do. We did it in the second half, and we were able to, get the shots and the looks that we wanted to get. So we'll go back and take a look at it, and we'll figure it out.
Is this one of those games where you look at it as a missed opportunity, as a teaching moment, a bit of both?
I mean, they're all teaching moments for us, and we have to be realistic through the frustrations and the disappointment. From half to half, we learned. But, in that first half, we put ourselves in such a hole that we had to be perfect, down the stretch. But we made the adjustment, and that's learning for us, and that's what we just have to continue to do.
Tom Withers, what was missing in the first half then? What did you not see that you needed?
There wasn't the aggressiveness that was needed. We allowed them to keep pushing. And at no point in that first half did we stand our ground and say enough is enough and push back. But again, you come out in the second half and you see the difference and you see what we're capable of on both ends. You hold a team to 98 points. You give yourself an opportunity. We just had to be perfect in that second half, and we were pretty damn close.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. JB, you just said that you have to be realistic through the frustration. What do you mean by that?
Putting guys in positions in this league that they've never been in before. And you've seen through time, like most games are built through heartbreak, right? Because you understand what that feels like, and then you have to figure it, and you learn from there. So, the highs and lows of this, but reality is what reality is we've got young guys that are trying to figure it out. And you never figure it out until you're in those positions. But, again, I'm proud of our guys that it wasn't the entire game. It didn't take them the whole game to figure it out. They recognized what they needed to do at the half, and then they went out and did it. Again, it was, too big a hole to overcome at the end.
Not every game has been like this, but there have been some that you guys have termed playoff-like. And it was Philly, it was Chicago on the road, it was the other night on the road in Toronto, and then tonight against Chicago. And there were other ones mixed in there too. But do you see something like a common denominator in the results of those games in those environments?
I think our guys compete through those games. I think we're learning the little things that matter most in those games. And each team presents a different dilemma, and I think that's the difference where our understanding of, what playoff basketball is. In a playoff series, you're facing the same team and you know what their strengths are, you know what their weaknesses are, you know what they're trying to accomplish. These game by game, it's a different matchup. It's a different scheme. And, those are the things that you have to execute through. And those are the things that we continue to learn.
Thanks.
Kelsey Rose, The Athletic. Jimmy, in the first half, you guys were one of 18 from three. What were you seeing? Were they looks that you guys wanted to get? Were they forced shots? Like, what were you seeing?
I think it was a combination of both. We had some wide open ones. And then we had some where, we were trying to get it all back at once. But, for the most part, I thought we got the shots and we moved the ball and it looked the way we wanted it to look.
And then Darius seemed to kind of switch in the second quarter, be more aggressive. And we kind of talked about where he's sometimes facilitates more so in the beginning and then becomes more aggressive. Was that like a cognizant switch right away because of the first quarter? The shots weren't falling for everyone?
He knows and has a really good idea of what we need. And he's going to do whatever he feels like he needs to do to help us win. And if, we're struggling offensively, he has the ability to carry us offensively. So, I think that's where his mindset was, he knew we needed to go, and he was trying to lift us.
Marla Reinauer, Akron Beacon Journal. I know it didn't work out, but the way Darius and Karis worked off each other in the fourth, I feel like you kind of found something there.
Yeah, I think Karis, started to find a little bit of a rhythm also. excuse me, that he'd been, trying to find where he can be comfortable and how we play around him. So I think the opportunities they got to play together and playing him in larger minutes was helpful for us tonight.
And from what you said about being, heartbreak and all those, I mean, does that temper the disappointment of?
Not in the moment, never. Yeah, it's one of those things. Again, you'll look at it, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, and even wake up tomorrow with a different feel. But this matters to us, and it matters to our guys. And so you get caught up in it because it's human nature.
Tom, and then back to Chris. Chippy, you guys were still within 4 with like 3.5 to go, and I think they went on like an 8-0 run. Were you okay with the defense there? I mean, I know it's Zach and DeMar. They're going to make shots, but were you okay with how you guys played in that stretch?
Yeah, I mean, again, when we talked about it before the game, like DeMar DeRozan is, one of the best small possession basketball players, offensive players we have in this league. His efficiency, his ability to get a 2-point make, is top tier. And when you put yourself in that position, you put the ball in his hands, he's a guy that can close on you. And I think we saw that tonight.
Chris.
JB, for the first time in a long time, you guys are out of the top 6 and in one of the play-in spots. Is that a hard reality to accept?
No, it's part of it. We got 8 games left to go figure out what we got to do to get it done. And no matter what the results or no matter where we finish in the standings, I know our guys will compete hard enough to give us a chance, and I'm confident in that.
That's it, JB.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Appreciate it.